Hey everybody. Sorry about that. I wasn't sure if the audio was coming through or not. Obviously it wasn't, because you guys know I forget to hit the right buttons to get started. Well, welcome to Slow Down Sunday on this February 20th of 2022. That's a lot of twos, isn't it? Wait till the 22nd of February for 2022. Twos are magical. Numbers are magical. But then I think everything is magical. And for those of you who may be new or just watching for the first time, good morning, Rob. I am ROSALENG, and because it is my Slow Down Sunday, I am off camera because I'm still on my jammies. I still got my hair up. Yeah, we're just going to hang out and have a cup of coffee and just chill for a little bit. And hopefully, the weather is supposed to get up over 30. So it was like 13 to 18 Fahrenheit the past couple of days. And it's already up to 52. So I'm saying, Mother Nature, go home. You're drunk. And it's okay because it's just crazy. So I'm chilling at my home and I'm watching all these wonderful gardening and homesteading channels. And oh my gosh, I am so inspired to grow something. And you guys know that you can grow things from things you already bought at the grocery store. Celery. You can chop that puppy up, use it, and that little bit that you don't use, throw that in some water, and it'll grow more celery. I mean, I know you guys probably already know this, but I'm from New York City and I don't know about these kind of things, right? So, Black's Tropical Homestead, Cherie and Bobby. Oh my God, they have a wonderful channel. I found them through Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life, which is another incredible channel. And just positivity overflowing everywhere. And I am learning so much from Bobby and Cherie at Black's Tropical Homestead that I've been encouraged to grow stuff. And I have a very small space, but I do have some greenery outside. I have some green space, I should say. And I'm encouraged. So when the weather breaks and after we've had our last frost, I think I will be putting some seeds in the dirt. So yeah, New York City, you're darn tootin'. So I've started to grow an avocado, failed to replant it, so I have a stick. I'm really not good on following through on things. I'm starting to forget a lot of things. And I know it's age related and it's just very frustrating. But I do have a 20-plus-year-old Christmas cactus that is still thriving. So I'm giving myself a pat on the back for that. And I have other greenery about the house, um, but I forget to water them. I forget when I last watered them, and then I overwater them, so it's scary. Oh, the other thing I was growing. What is the other thing? I had mixed peppers, like green, red, and yellow peppers, and I remembered to save the seeds out of one of them. I don't remember what color it was, but they're sprouting. I just threw them in a pot with a bunch of dirt and figured, what the heck? Hey, Screams, good to see you. Good morning. Here she goes. Thank you, folks, for joining me. I did this on a whim because I honestly was going to blow it off because I've been having some mood issues. Yeah, let's call it that. And with the roller coaster of emotions that have been flooding my head and heart, I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to sit here and calmly chit chat about things and help myself relax and thereby helping you guys to relax if that's what you choose. I mean, if I'm entertainment for you, great. I just love that you're still here. And yeah, so I've been watching these things, and here she goes. Says I have 10 plants. I'm down to 5. Depression killed them. Right? I totally understand. Here she goes. Um, again, I even tried to keep a calendar of when I last watered the plants, and then I forget to look at the calendar. So these are real aging issues and memory issues because I am getting up there, guys. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, I know that it's the natural course of things. Yeah, well, fuck that, right? I wanted to. I was of the mind that I was going to live to be 105 and still be lucid and still have all my faculties. And yeah, yeah, I might have to readjust that reality or that thought or that wish, whatever. Right? So I did plant the peppers, and I just threw some seeds in a pot of dirt in which another plant had not survived. And I just kept it watered and not soaking, but moist enough because I know the theory behind growing from seeds, and I've never tried it before. So I'm pretty excited. They're about an inch or two high now. And I'm not sure if Cherie would call those microgreens or if I should repot them. Then I have to be responsible for them. Like, I don't know. It's hard enough to be responsible for myself and a cat, right? But yeah, I've been encouraged, and I've been looking into different ways to grow food that I know I will eat, not just grow for the sake of growing. And the yard that I have, while it is small, it's got dirt, so I should be able to plant stuff, and we'll see how that goes. And yeah, we'll see if I can stay motivated enough to do that. But I have gotten the invitation for the first camp out of the year at, my favorite campsite, and I can hardly wait. I am so excited to be able to see my friends in real life again and get out there in the woods and that wonderful smell of the forest and the moss. And oh my gosh, thank you, RV Weekends. I appreciate you too. I appreciate all y'all that show up, and I appreciate those that are watching the replay. I really do. So remember to do the YouTubey things, subscribe, like, hit the thumbs up, all those wonderful things, and support each other too. I'm telling you, it was such a challenging week. This month has been a challenge for me on a lot of different levels. In so much as I recognize that, yeah, I need to be able to talk out my problems, and I don't feel like YouTube is the right medium for that. So, yeah, I'm gonna be making some. I've already made some phone calls to see about that. But in the meantime, I've just about finished that pair of socks for my friend in Texas. In KDK, while I wish it was you, they're not surprise socks. This person knows they're coming, and it's been what, a month. I started them on January 1st, I believe, and they're tiny little needles and tiny little yarn, so it's taking forever. Good morning, Miss Beautiful Miss. So glad you made it in. Um, so these socks, I have just the cup of the heel to finish, and I'm within 2 inches of finishing that because it's only 2 inches big. But yeah, so I'll finish that and then get started on one of my other projects that I set aside, and just trying to keep my hands busy and positive things in the background on YouTube to keep positive stuff going in, because I know there's a lot of craziness in some of the YouTube streets, and there's a lot of drama that some of my YouTube friends are experiencing right now because of just being and just sharing their thoughts. And it's crazy. So I try and stay away from that. Yes, I want to support my friends on YouTube, and I want to support my friends in any way that I can. But sometimes the negativity is not something I want to feed myself with. So, boy, that was an ill constructed sentence. Feed myself with. Not something I want to take into my head. How about that? Oh, goodness. I used to be such a grammar Nazi. Oh, my goodness. So, I've got my coffee. Sorry about that. And I think you may be able to detect the change in my speech with my teeth doing, I had some oral surgery. I'm probably going to go back to that several times in the upcoming weeks because it's still a thing. And yeah, getting used to the changes have been quite unsettling to say the least. However, I know in the long run, I've done the best thing for the body that I can, and I want to definitely keep it healthy as I go through life. So I encourage you all to get your physicals, see your doctor, get your dental stuff done, and stay as healthy as you possibly can for as long as you possibly can. Because we only get one of these bodies, and then we have to, give it up and do something else, I guess. I don't know. Let's go down that rabbit hole. What do you guys believe happens when you pass? Is this life the end for you? Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you believe in another world or another universe or parallel universes? I mean, really, come on. Let's have a discussion. Oh, here she goes. Thank you. Cut the end of. Let's see. Let me see if I can figure out. She says, I cut the white end of green onions, put the white part with the strings in the dirt, and green onions. Green is very, very easy. Yes. And that's the kind of thing that I'm learning, that so many of the pieces of produce I purchased from sorry, alliteration. It's fun. Um, a lot of the produce that I bring home has ways to continue its growth. And there's, I know I was getting all existential there for a minute. But there's a way that I saw on YouTube. Guess what? It was on YouTube. Must be true. That you take 2 5-gallon buckets and you cut pieces out of the sides of one of them so that you can reach in and get the root vegetables that you grow and put the dirt in there and put seeds like carrots and potatoes and sweet potatoes, things that grow under the ground, so that when you want to check it, all you do is you lift up the top bucket. And of course, the second bucket is there to protect the roots and everything and keep critters out. But so I'm going to try and do that, I think, because I know carrots will grow from carrots, potatoes will grow from potatoes. I mean, it's kind of, it might be common sense, but there are things that I don't realize are so easy to do. And yeah, so gardening. I've got a whole video section saved in my YouTube on different gardening techniques and strategies, and from growing in buckets and containers to full out raised garden beds and stuff. And it's really quite interesting. And it's fostering hope. Folks that plant gardens have a certain kind of hope in the future because they may or may not ever see the fruit. Like if you plant a tree, you may never be able to enjoy the shade from it. So you're really planting hope for the future that somebody's going to enjoy it. Again, my friends at Black's Tropical Homestead planted some peach trees, had a video of planting some peach trees this weekend. I have a peach tree out there. That is phenomenal. I mean, it's just a little tender sapling of a tree. But the first year I was here, I got 1 peach. The second year I was here, I think I got 4. And this past year, or was it? There were like 6 of them. And as I left for work, I thought, okay, I'm going to get those today. And I got home and they're gone. It's like, I know we have deer. I know we have raccoons. I know we have wild turkey and all kinds of stuff in this neighborhood that's in the middle of a industrial area. But this is plopped down on like 85 acres in the middle of an industrial area. Hey, Cement Shoes, good to see you. Oh, good for you. Here she goes. I wish you all the luck in the world. with your dental journey. Yeah, I'll be right here if you need to talk. Okay. Okay. So I didn't get any of the peaches because I think either the deer or the neighbors, yeah, those wacky neighbors. That's why I entitled it Relaxing in Spite of Those Neighbors. Because, yeah, as I was getting ready to go live and the yelling subsided for just a minute, the front door slammed and one of them went away. It took off in the car, screeching out of the parking lot. That is now melted, not ice covered. So, yeah, every Sunday morning, between 8 and 9 a.m., the yelling starts, and their living room backs up to my bedroom. So I thought about switching the bedrooms and coming over to the smaller room that I'm in now. And yeah, that's not going to happen. That's too much like work. Oh my goodness. But, oh, well, I guess I could take that banner down, huh? Because I think I started. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. It's been one of those weeks. So, here she goes. I started my dental journey actually just at the end of last year, where I went to the dentist and finally said, hey, listen, I need to get some things taken care of. And we did a whole write up. And I agree with you, Miss Beautiful Mess. But soundproofing is a little expensive at this point. So here she goes. I set up the appointment. We've got a plan. And I actually started the plan February 3rd. First couple of days in February. I don't remember exactly right now because I don't want to remember. And since then, I've run the roller coaster of emotions on did I make the right decision? Did I have I done irreparable damage to my smile, which is no more? Um, so it's a process for me, and the emotional roller coaster was not something I expected. So yeah, I wish you all the luck in the world and quick healing. And I hope they listen to you. Let me see what you're saying there. Good morning-ish. Morning-ish. Good to see you, Darren. Let's see if I can get back over here. Cement Shoes says he used to have neighbors that were like Sid and Nancy. Once I drank most of a 12-pack by myself. If they'd been screaming for 3 hours. I threw up the window and yelled, I wish you would shut the fuck up. Right? Well, I made the mistake of banging on the wall one day to let them know how thin the walls were in case they forgot, right? Yeah, they just banged back, and I went, oh, well, that was real effective. I understand they're not going to be open in communication if that's the way they respond. Of course, they were in the heat of an argument, which is every day. Every day. It's crazy. But yeah, I wish they would just STF you as well. And that's why I kind of concentrated my Sunday a half hour for just chilling. And I was just like meditating, reading, feeding my soul and meditating. And then I thought, maybe I could share this with you guys. I don't know. I'm just chilling. And maybe next week I will actually do Tarot Tuesday and Throwback or Thankful Thursday. Because guys, the pain, the emotional roller coaster, it was just too much. And I was not about to try to do tarot with emotions going the way they were because it would have been tainted. And I don't want to do that to you guys. I mean, I can read anytime, through almost anything, but I want to make sure I'm 100%, 100% when I read for you guys. So, yeah, here she goes anytime. Let me put the, oh goodness, you can probably hear my stomach because I can't eat. Okay, here's my email. Here she goes. You can feel free to contact me there. I'm not sure if you're on my Discord yet, but yeah, I'm I'm at work from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me put it this way. I'm away from my computer, my home computer, from 7 a.m. to about 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday, and that is Central Standard Time. But I will try and get better about checking that email. And anytime you guys want to reach out and discuss or vent or let me cry on your shoulder, yeah, feel free to contact. That'd be awesome. Because here she goes. No one told me how much pain it would be. No one told me of the irreversibility of it and how it will truly change. Well, change my perception of who I am. And hence the emotional roller coaster of trying to come to grips with that. But yeah, please feel free to contact me, you guys. Let's see. Get back to comments here. Thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate it. The pain itself, it's tolerable. It's like mostly healing, but it's the view of who I thought myself to be and how that changed the image and how it changed my speech and stuff. So, yeah, it's just coming to grips with reality, and I don't always agree with reality. Cement Shoe says, I once had a pack of freaks playing music that I hated more than anything, and I happened to have a recording of a French opera from the 80s that promptly went on full blast, and they shut up too. That's awesome. You know, I remember living in an apartment. We were on the middle floor. Okay, so the apartment downstairs was rented to a construction business. So we don't know how many people were actually staying there. They were not native to America. And they would play their music well into the wee hours of the morning on nights that I had to work the next day. So my incredible younger son, who is a genius, put his speakers face down on the floor and blasted some heavy metal music, and they kind of got it, at least for a little while. And then that group moved out, another group moved in. Same company, mind you, but yeah. Yeah, I know you got to be hurting, Darren, and I really, I understand the mouth pain. I really do. Let's see, I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 taken out that early week in February. So it's been a ride. It's been a ride. Yeah. Kelly Bain is saying, I completely understand. Hubby went through that with his uppers, going through that now with his lower teeth keep breaking. Yep, I wasn't going to have a mouth of broken teeth. I couldn't see that. I already had several in there that had been, yeah, we don't need to continue on this vein. I'm sorry. So yeah, existential crisis. It was definitely that this week. And you guys that have reached out to me, whether you're in chat or in the replay, I really appreciate it. It meant a lot to have the comments and emails and stuff to let me know that you guys really care. You like me. You really like me. Or at least you care. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I gotta wait for that one to come up. But DJ H is saying, when the Coke dealer got too wild at 4 a.m., I'd blast Motorhead and Pantera at 9 a.m. Good for you. I was really irked at someone recently, and I put Baby Shark on repeat, but I'll admit I had to put my earplugs in and get some rap fried food just to punish myself, right? That's great. Thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate hearing that, because sometimes a person can forget how we as humans can lose ourselves so easily in the downward spiral of not thinking that we're not good enough or pretty enough or skinny enough or fat enough or tall enough or short enough or enough, just enough. We are each incredibly, beautifully, mysteriously made individuals. And it's the individuality that really attracts us to one another. How different and how similar, yet very different we are. And if that's one thing you take away today, know that you matter. Unless you go twice the speed of sound, and then your energy. But I want you guys to know that you're important to me. And I appreciate each one of you guys. And I'm so thankful when you're here, when I'm here. Yeah, Kelly, we all forget, right? We are valuable to someone. Even if we don't find value in ourselves, we are valuable to others. And that's one of the main reasons that I really wanted to do particular Slow Down Sunday and Thankful Thursdays, is because we cannot lose hope. We cannot. We have to hope for something in the future. I am a person that needs to have something to look forward to, whether it's planting seeds or going to the grocery store or the morning cup of coffee. Something to look forward to and some purpose, right? Even if we don't have our higher purpose in mind, we have to continue. We have to find reasons to continue. And sometimes when it gets very dark in my own head, the reasons are not strong enough and I have to reach out. And I'm really glad I did. I understand the process of the downward spiral more than I can talk about here, but realizing one is in the downward spiral is a huge step. Catching our negative thoughts as they come in and letting them go is a huge step. And I encourage you guys to give yourselves grace as you would a friend. Be gentle on yourselves. Learn to love and accept yourself for who you truly are. And if you're not happy with who you are, make the changes that you wish to see in yourself. Here she goes, just email me and we'll get together. I'll be happy to help. But do find your worth somehow, some way. Know that you're important. Know that you're important. You are valuable. And Kelly Bain, I see that, and I'm waiting for it to come up on StreamYard so I can highlight it. Kelly Bain is saying she agrees 100%. Can't help everyone else with their own issues, but don't think about mine. Don't think about myself at all, ever. Still waiting for it. There it is. I can help everyone else get through their issues, their own issues, but don't think about myself at all, ever. And that's kind of why I wanted to do this channel. I mean, I know it might be hokey to a lot of people passing through, but my passion is making sure that I'm okay. And by doing that, it's you that I worry about, and that I want you to have tools. I want you to have the tools that can help you come to a self-realization that it's okay where you are. It really is. And it's a growth. It's a journey. It's not the destination. It's a journey. And find ways to make it more enjoyable for yourself, and maybe challenge yourself every now and then. Cement shoes, you're funny. And then it's always the nicest people who put themselves last. Your mother was like that. May your memory be a blessing, sir. And let's see. I'm not sure that you want this posted, but I have a feeling my bottom front teeth are going away. Coffee smoking, I believe, caused it, but I have no plan on stopping either. Right? I am a coffee drinking smoker. It had nothing to do, excuse me, it might have had very little to do with what was actually going on with my teeth, but lack of, I don't know, they just, my bottom front are gone. Here she goes. The bottom four are gone. Then there's three. Then there's a space, and then there's one on either side. So I'm learning to speak differently. I'm learning to eat differently. What I would do for a pizza right now, but I can't. Might be able to cut it up, but I don't know. But it's a process, and it's something that responsible people have to take care of. Let's see what Cement Shoes is saying here. Cement Shoes saying my mom would get mad at me if I spent a single dollar on her, like some grievous financial reversal was impending, and I would need that dollar, like the Great Depression was coming back. Well, some of us who are a little bit older still have that mentality of the fear of being poor, and it's something that people should choose to face so they understand where that lack is coming from and fear of lack. And Michael Sandler of Inspire Nation YouTube channel has a lot of information on that and how we go through life. So, yeah. And Kelly's saying, like, right now, things are getting really hard with a particular situation, with a particular person that's starting to weigh heavy on me. And I don't know how to deal or back up a little. If you want to talk, Kelly, you know how to reach me, sweetie. So you and I are both really good at fixing other people's problems because of the crap we've lived through, right? Yes, really soft pizza. Yep. Soft cross pizza. Yes, definitely. So that choose I see you and Darren are going back and forth. Well, listen, guys, it's been just over a half hour, and I don't want to keep you all day long. I've got a sock to finish so I can get it in the mail tomorrow. And I really wish you guys a really excellent week, a very smooth week with very few bumps in the road. And I wish you hope and love. And have a great, wonderful week. Make it what you will, but make it good. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.